Hello, and welcome to the finale of Big Sister Season 3. Last time, Pearly won Ho and nominated Lizzie, Alicia and Callie in an attempt for a backdoor plan to get Callie and Jack out. Alicia won Puff and took herself off of the block, and Pearly put up Jack as the replacement nominee. Alicia had the sole vote to evict, and she evicted Callie and Jack. The final three were actually in an alliance, and now in today's episode, we will reminisce on the trials and tribulations of each girl. First up is Lizzie. The first time Lizzie won something was in episode 5, on Barb's Ho. Barb had nominated Ned and Ollie, and Lizzie saved Ollie from the block. In episode 7, Abram nominated Lizzie and Pete, where Lizzie won her second puff and took herself off the block. In episode 8, Lizzie was nominated yet again, by Callie. She was next to Bradford. However, Lizzie won her third puff and took herself off the block yet again. In episode 11, Lizzie won her first Ho and nominated Abram and Jack. Odessa won puff and didn't use it, which resulted in Abram's eviction. Sweet revenge from episode 7 single quote as nominations. In episode 13, Lizzie won her fourth puff, and she took her ally Pearly off of the block, which in turn resulted in Odessa's eviction, which was a backdoor. In episode 15, Pearly nominated Lizzie alongside Alicia and Callie in order for the backdoor plan to work and for Callie and Jack to go home. Alicia won and took herself off the block, and Jack and Callie were sent packing. In total, Lizzie won 1 Ho, 4 puffs, and was nominated 3 times.
Not too shabby.
Next up is Alicia.
Yeah, I'm so excited to see mine.
Alicia laid low for half of the season, and she was brought into the action in episode 8, after Lizzie saved herself from the block and Callie nominated Alicia as the replacement nominee. She sat next to Bradford, and Bradford was evicted. In episode 10, Alicia won her first Ho and nominated Marquita and Coy. This was also the episode where Alicia won her first puff. She kept nominations the same, and Coy was sent packing. In episode 12, Alicia was nominated next to Barb on the block after she volunteered to be a pawn to Pearly. Pearly agreed. Marquita won puff and kept nominees the same, which once again left Alicia in danger. However, Barb was evicted. In episode 13, Alicia won her second Ho and nominated Marquita and Pearly, with Pearly being a pawn. Lizzie won puff and took Pearly off the block, so Alicia nominated Odessa as the replacement nominee, which subsequently resulted in her eviction. In episode 14, Alicia was nominated by Callie next to Jack on the block. Jack won puff and took himself off the block, and Callie nominated Marquita as the replacement nominee. Yet again, Alicia was in danger, but she managed to survive her third eviction since she had the numbers on her side. In episode 15, Alicia was nominated next to Lizzie and Callie by Pearly. Alicia won her second puff and took herself off the block. Pearly replaced Alicia with Jack, and Alicia had the sole vote to evict Jack and Callie. In total, Alicia won 2 Hos, 2 puffs and was nominated 4 times.
Slay.
Last but not least, we have Pearly.
I hope I did well.
Pearly managed to lay low for 3/4 THS of the season, and she won her first Ho in episode 12. She nominated Alicia and Barb. Barb was sent packing. In episode 13, Pearly was nominated alongside Marquita by Alicia. However, Lizzie won puff and saved Pearly from the chopping block. In episode 15, Pearly won her second Ho and nominated Lizzie, Alicia and Callie. Alicia won puff and took herself down, and in turn nominated Jack as the replacement. Alicia then voted to evict Jack and Callie, and they were evicted. In total, Pearly won 2 Hos, no puffs, and was nominated once.
I had no idea that I practically floated through most of this season.
Now, it is time to reveal the votes for the winner. Every evicted house guest has voted.
We've got this, girls. We've made it through an entire season of jailbasing.
No matter what happens, promise me that we will be best friends after this show.
Agreed. Agreed. Plus, whoever wins can take us on a cruise with all that money.
In third place with 2 votes is Pearly.
Damn, but that also means either Lizzie or Alicia will win.
To the end.
To the end. To the end.
By a vote of 6-7. Alicia, you are the winner of Big Sister Season 3 and also the winner of $1 billion.
Oh my god, I'm gonna queef. Come on girls, let's get out of here and go on a cruise. What about us? We could all 3 go on a winner's cruise. No. Fuck you both.
2 days later.
This cruise is amazing.
I know, right?
Isn't this where they shot the eliminations for Janamari's Drag Race Season 2?
Yes.
This is giving me Vietnam flashbacks. I was a co-host on that season. Anyways, bye guys. It's been fun hosting Season 3 of Big Sister. I'm not sure if there will be a Season 4 because the network hasn't given it the green light, but if there is, I unfortunately won't be hosting it. I've decided to go into modeling.